Welcome everybody to the Rocket League Splash Series here. We are in the Rocket League Splash Series. It's a fun time here. Again, welcome in everybody. Rocket League Splash Series here, presented by Gamers On, Claim Your Fame Entertainment, a Heady Scarf Game, Pash Media, and Invispar. Again, as I see you all, I'm here, joined with Peak. How you doing, Peak? Welcome in to start off our night of action.
Yeah, I'm doing well, Sporty. Ready to see this first round of Riptide Cup. We have Nintendo Switch Game and Omega Nebula just in a couple of minutes. What are your thoughts on this, Sporty? Obviously, we can't do predictions, sadly, as much as I want to. But how do you think this series is going to go? What does each team need from their players in order to make it to that second round?
They're going to need to play well again, especially with it being the playoffs, with all of this pressure on the line. A lot of people looking at this going, well, what are they going to do? What are these teams going to throw at us? What are the action going to bring? It's going to be a tough match. I mean, there's a lot of really solid teams here. And I mean, for a lot of teams, it was difficult even getting to the playoffs. For both of these teams, it was not a given having to make it in, but they ended up kind of in the middle of the group here. Literally, the 8th seed and the 9th seed playing against each other in this one.
Yeah, so we do expect this to be a close match based on the seeding, but of course, anything can happen in playoffs. Nerves could get to the players for sure, so it's all about consistency. It's all about putting shots away, and we should be when the teams join in just a couple minutes. But
yeah.
Sporty, who are we looking at for the star players of each team?
Well, I've seen Nebula actually. This is a team that struggled for a lot of their season, especially I believe they had a lot of issues with rosters, specifically actually having a roster that would be the roster for them. They started off 0-3 in their regular season. First 3 weeks they could not win. In their last 4 weeks, 4 straight wins, including wins over teams like Vertigo and Strikers of Chaos Emerald, 2 teams that are also fairly highly rated. Again, a big matchup with these teams. For on the other side, Nintendo Switch Gang, they've come in, and the question was, how's this team of non-PC users going to do? Switch is historically a very tough device for Rocket League, and yet these guys doing even better, a 5-2 record. They have done exceptionally well. They've beaten all the people that are all the naysayers saying that they couldn't do it. Now, but of course, now they make it to the playoffs. 8th seed, 9th seed. They've got a tough road ahead of them. That is not the right playoff bracket. Oh, do I have the wrong playoff bracket? Let me go and get the right playoff bracket here. Hopefully I have it. Do I not have it? I do have it. That is it. There you go. There's the playoff bracket again. Here's our match. You can see against Nintendo Switch Gang Omega Nebula here on this one. As we should also take a look at our schedule, Peak, because we've got 3 different playoff matches tonight. This is our first. We're going to go staying with this Riptide Cup, going with Trample Gaming Vertigo. We'll end off with the Surge Cup, Strikers Chaos versus Untitled Esports. 3 matches, 3 round of 16 matches. Loser is out, winner moves on. A Peak. This gets very intense very quickly.
Yeah, it sure does. Riptide, even though it is one of the lower leagues, lowest league in fact, in Splash Series, you can still see some competition here. I mean, still, I don't know about you. I'm just still excited to cast this series. I am, as much as my voice doesn't really say, I am very ecstatic to cast this match with you.
Yeah, peak monotone here. Yeah, but yeah, I don't blame you. I'm excited too. Again, round of 16. Moving on, winner of this. Actually, as we hopefully go back to our bracket, winner of this, will it be playing winner of Astro Olivet and 3 Musketeers? Up, that will be on Tommy Bucket's stream. So if you guys want to see that matchup, of course, go ahead and see that again. That actually will be on, I believe, his stream tomorrow. So that'll be really fun. We're going to be seeing that match as well. The bracket, yeah, no, I just took a screenshot. Just took a screenshot of the bracket. It's good enough, right?
Nice.
It's good enough for us. As again, going in, Prediction Bowl is live, by the way, so make your votes known. You have 3 different chances to win points here. So who are you going with, Omega Nebula or with the Nintendo Switch Gang? Switch Gang is the higher seeded team, but again, with the 8th seed and the 9th seed being these teams, I hate to say this, but there's not a lot separating these teams. It's a tough prediction, that's for sure. It's fun for us though, Peak. It's fun for us because these teams are so closely rated. For people who want to predict points and get points, it's a lot more difficult.
I just put 500 points into Nintendo Switch, even though, you know, I can't necessarily make a prediction, but
you are putting your prediction in there by voting for them. You also just made Squeesh very unhappy. Squeesh is the owner of Omega, so I know he's in the chat. Hello, Squeesh. As you just made him very unhappy.
I just said I'm his biggest fan too, and now I feel terrible.
Now you vote against his team. They've actually got, I think, 3 different teams in this bracket. Feel good. Well, yeah, well, the thing about Omega is they got a ton of teams in here. They got Nebula, they have Onslaught as well. Two teams in this bracket. I believe in the Surge Cup they also have another team in the bracket. Yeah, they have their main team in the Surge Cup bracket. So they've got a couple different teams to watch out for tonight here from the Omega organization. Where, as in the Switch Gang, just a group of friends, their first season together, and they're seeing some pretty strong success now. Though, in these best of 5 matches, this is where it really gets heated. Peak. We've got quite the series on our hand.
We're doing. These guys should be joining shortly. Get game number 1 underway. Again, this is only a best of 5 for this first round, but as we move on into the bracket, we will see more and more best of 7s. But here we go. Take it away, Sporty. Game number 1 is underway.
This best of 5, round of 16. As I said earlier, winner moves on to quarterfinals to play tomorrow. Loser will see their season end. Your regular season doesn't matter anymore. All that matters is getting wins. On the blue, Omega Nebula. Trying to get the early one. It's Pupsy to the back of the net. An early shot. Nuke with the assist.
Shot put away. That is what we're going to see in these playoff matches. Pumsy executes it perfectly, hits it behind the back defender, and they're going to get up by 1 immediately. See if they keep that pressure on. I mean, maybe for a teammate. Nebula gets a shot, and there's no defender there to contest. They'll tie it up.
Nintendo Switch Gang with an immediate response, timing off that kickoff, and it's Snow, and I just put it straight on. Nuke was expecting him to hit it to one of those corners, but when he shoots it right at him, Nuke had no response. He was completely caught off guard on that one, and Nintendo Switch Gang have one back. Now looking for one of the kickoff. Snow hits it wide. Power saved by Pumpsy. Omega Nebula coming into this week, they're probably one of the most confident teams here, even with their rocky regular season. Again, 4 straight weeks of wins against some really strong opponents. They can't be more excited than that, whereas for Nintendo Switch Gang, I believe in those last 4 weeks themselves, they've been 2-2 record. They have been starting to fall apart here at the end of the season. Teams started to figure out ways to beat this team of Switch players. But now everything up in the air. Nuke. Backfield's open. Jackson's gonna put it in. The captain coming through for Nebula. And it's going to be a 2-1 lead.
And net wide open for Jackson. Getting shots away immediately for both these teams. And we already might have a close game 1. Most of the goals have been just let off mistakes or rotation. We see being cleared. Jackson will have this off the ceiling. Can't quite get to it. Now we see Nebula just out to a teammate. He'll take it back. Pumsy will hit this up. Second touch. Bawa does make the clear.
Yeah, I mean, so far, as you said, again, it's just a lot of back and forth. Really haven't seen, this long for a goal. But here comes Snow. I think I cursed them, because Snow will score. As soon as I talked about how we were in a rush of goallessness, Snow heard me. He must have noticed, as he'll get his second goal for Nintendo Switch Gang. And now it's tied up. Peak. This game, I know it's a close one, really. It's a good start to the series for both these teams, as we expected. From 2 teams so closely rated, it's going to be a close series.
It is indeed. Pumpsy, great pass. Teammate won't be there. He'll go to make the clear he wants. Gives possession to Nuke. Goat will take it away. Goes down there. Pumpsy will have to waste some time for his teammates to get back. Does win that 50. He'll continue to bring this along the wall. And oh god, that could have gone out to the middle. And that could have been goal number 3. Omega. Pumpsy dish this out to Jackson. Goat will make the save. Gets it past second defender. Maybe the shot. It's behind and no, an own goal. Goat will take the credit and the lead for Nintendo Switch gang, but Pumpsy, that's just very unfortunate.
No, that's the Peak classic, the own goal. Peak's done that a lot on my stream when he plays, so now he gets to see Pumpsy do it here as timing puts in for Nintendo Switch gang. Peak, this is their first lead of the game, and what a good time to have it happen halfway through. Starting to really put on that offense, put on that pressure against Omega. Saved by Pumpsy as Bawa was jumping in. Still searching, Bawa, flip reset, Nuke gonna get it, timing, fake on the Jackson, going for the back post, timing, rolls it in, timing, scores again, 4-2, the Nintendo Switch gang have insurance.
They do, but 2 minutes left, anything can happen in this first game. Matter if Omega will keep on the pressure and the shots that they have before. The timing with a double tap to the corner. Might be able to dish this out to commit from Nintendo Switch gang. Bawa just to the side for now. The Nuke up in the air. No, does make the save. We'll follow this up. Pumpsy will make the clear. You see a lot of just ongoing pressure from Nintendo Switch gang. It's like they do not want to leave half Omega Nebula, but that's a nice shot by Jackson. Oh my gosh, it was a beautiful touch, and they cut the lead in half.
Self pass from Jackson, and he gets a little dunk on top of it. Right over Snow, who was pushing out of his net, half expecting his team to get a better 50-50 than that one. And the offense from Omega Nebula, while it might not be very long-lived, it's very, very effective. And Nintendo Switch gang now, their lead in jeopardy. They gotta be a little careful here. Bawa gonna find that 2-goal lead right back. Infield, back post is timing. Fake on Pumpsy. Pumpsy still challenges. Snow all the way. Pumpsy, demo, but it's going in. Tie game.
And once again, we said this would be a close series, and Omega proving that they are still in this first game. 118 left on the clock. We already have 4 goals scored for each team. Usually you don't see very high scoring games at all at really any level.
Wait, I miss.
What I've seen, but Snow will punish that one. They'll get the lead back. Nintendo Switch gang. Off a mistake from Jackson, a misflip. Snow once again will punish that. He'll put it into the right side.
Yeah, you know, in the playoffs itself, there's so much pressure, especially early on in the playoffs when you're not really all that situated very well. There's so much pressure on you to play well that sometimes you just make those mistakes. As Bawa, I think he's going for a musty flick there. Nintendo Switch gang putting on some pressure, but it's kept out by Jackson, trying to regain for his team off the ceiling. Jackson, passing play, looking for a teammate, but Nintendo Switch gang quick to suffocate that one. Bawa to the corner. Bawa, haven't really mentioned all that much from Bawa. He has 0 goals. What he has had a lot of, and you don't really see on the scoreboard, is a lot of just smart plays in that midfield where he keeps that ball going for his team, where he doesn't give that ball away too easily. And he's been a huge asset for Nintendo Switch gang when it comes to getting the ball in offense and keeping it there. Whenever he has that ball, he does not like to clear it. He is not a player high on clearing that ball, and you'll see him collect it, dribble it, take it out, and then try to get some 50-50s to keep it there. And Nintendo Switch gang can be thankful with that as Bawa once again transitioning downfield, timing, wants to secure this one. Jackson stops it. Pumpsy to the sidewall. Pumpsy dribble, bump on Nuke. Pumpsy going. Pumpsy with the flick to the back wall. Saved by Bawa. Final seconds ticking. Jackson trying to keep it high, but it will hit that ground. Nintendo Switch gang take game 1, and all it took was one mistake from Jackson to be the difference maker.
A great back and forth game to start off the series. Really, Nintendo Switch Gang still has some stuff to improve. A lot of mistakes from both teams, and that is what caused the majority of goals there for both Nintendo Switch Gang and Omega Nebula. Now, just for Nebula, they are still in the series. Obviously, still have possibly 4 more games to go.
Yeah, again, with how close it is, and this game being a 1-goal differential, I have a feeling we're going to see teams kind of start to even out a little more here. Again, game 1, it felt really topsy-turvy for both these teams. It felt like both these teams really didn't have their footing peak. But it is only game 1. We got a lot of the series to go. You only need to win 3 to move on. This is a best of 5 peak, so it's going to go by quickly for both these teams. These teams also have not met each other yet. They weren't in the same group for the regular season, and so they have never played each other, so they got to get used to each other very quickly. Nintendo Switch Gang, while they will take game 1, it's going to be up to them to prove that they can continue to do this, because that game 1 felt a little off for both teams.
Yeah, it did, but in playoffs, we do see a lot of mistakes from nerves, but later in the series, we could see a pop-off from any player on here, or just any team. We could see a passing play, we could see mechanical solo play, we could see a peak shot, which, for those that don't know, is a known goal in a very crucial moment. You could consider the one that Pumps had during game 1, but wasn't as crucial as I'd say it really was.
Yeah.
Now we see Nebula putting on some pressure early. They want to get on the board as soon as possible. Prevent Nintendo Switch from scoring. It's a great clear from Nuke. Jackson will follow it up. Just no one else to follow there. Nuke with a shot. Snow will have the save. Jackson with a follow-up. Timing go. Will make it clear. Over to Bawa. It's a great shot. It's just off though. Pumpsy. Great clear. Looks like Nintendo Switch is playing a little bit slower now, a little bit more reserved, just waiting for Omega Nebula to push up and overcommit and then punish for the mistakes.
I think the better description for that peak is patient. They're not playing slower. Their transition has been quite fast. I mean, you saw that shot that almost went in there earlier. That was a fast play, and Nintendo Switch Gang can be quick when they need to be. I think they're more so just patient, waiting for those moments, not so much trying to buy their time. I think they're just trying to see when those openings occur from Omega Nebula. They know that they'll come. As a team bump there, Nuke will send it back. Timing now. His own corner. Baba, early. Jackson will beat him to that. Snow, miss off the back wall. Pumpsy, though, doesn't get that one. Snow trying to fall on this. Snow still going. The free set from Snow. Demo, Baba trying to push it in midfield, but he couldn't get it. Let's talk about that effort there from Snow, however. He got bumped, went up, got that ball, flip reset, everything. He had no reason to be there. Oh, no, but he won't be able to get that one. Jackson scores. And this one, it's not Snow who's be looking at this one. It's timing. He just gifts this one right to Jackson's bumper.
Yeah, Jackson making a mistake like that earlier in game 1, and finally he gets his revenge. Omega Nebula will take the lead for now, and as long as they keep up this pressure, they will secure game 2. So we're almost halfway in. You see a shot from Jackson. Doesn't make contact. Now we see Nintendo Switch Gang pushing up. That may have been their opportunity. Pumpsy, one more here to beat. Pops it over, and he's going to get through the whole team and double their lead.
You said you needed a peak player, right? I think Pumpsy's going to do that here right now, because that is beautiful from Pumpsy. The literal 1v3 against Nintendo Switch Gang. They gave him a lot of space in that midfield towards that goal, and he used every little bit of it. Only had 12 boosts to make that play. And, I mean, with all that time, he'll definitely do it. Omega Nebula trying to make a response here to the pressure of NSG. Jackson wants a third off the back wall. Pumpsy jumping early. No shot will come from that one. And now, Snow trying to continue upward here for Nintendo Switch Gang. Bawa. Back wall, Bawa, second touch, Bawa, going, Bawa will score, a beautiful aerial play from Bawa.
Oh my. It's just a banger into the top right, Pumpsy. Not really a chance at saving that. We see NSG taking a goal. They won't be scoreless in this game. And just one more will tie it up. Maybe a shot. Pumpsy, it's not fast enough. Bawa was there. Go have a little bit of space. Bawa now with a shot, and he will score. He'll get a second. Top right Bawa. Kind of a not
likes that
really a
spot.
catchy name, but that's what we're calling him for now. Is we'll get his second goal and tie up this game.
Bawa really likes that top right corner. That's the second time this game he's hit that one right there. And that one comes off of just a simple shot here. As Nebula are gonna get their third right off the kickoff. Here comes Jackson. When you need someone to score, why not have your captain do it?
And a beautiful placement again. We'll hit that one to the right. Omega Nebula does get their lead back, and now they need to hold on. They had a 2-0 lead before. They do get a third. They just need to hold on for another minute and 20. But as aggressive as they are, I'm sure they're just going to score more. Pumpsy trying to take control.
Oh my goodness, wait a second. A quadruple commit. Everybody jumping on that one. Still in front. Nintendo Switch gang are fighting for everything here. Time. Really not going to help them all that much. They've got to be cautious of it. They've also got to be cautious not to overcommit. They are only down by one. If they give up a goal here, that should mark the end of this game. As a dunk from Snow. Here comes Bawa. 50 on Pumpsy. Bawa paving the way infield for timing. Nuke will clear that one. Snow now gets past Nuke. Pumpsy jumping, but he can't reach it. Timing. Oh, he's got past one. Bawa trying to put it on. It's just high. Timing. 3-3. They find the goal to tie the game.
And the pressure finally pays off. Timing right in the right spot. They will tie up this game. Will we see another goal in regulation? Or will this go to overtime? Timing. Maybe with another touch. Tries to get a bump on Pumpsy. Bawa. Oh my, the bump. And it's not in yet. Oh my gosh. Nebula, what a save. What a save. Jackson might have had a chance there. His teammate bumps him. Last chance for Jackson. And he will score.
Oh my goodness. It couldn't get more tense than this peak. Jackson again. His hat trick completes. 4-3. All they need to do is hold off for these final 7 seconds. But NSG, the kickoff, not gonna favor them. Nuke will take it and will secure this one from Omega Nebula.
I definitely thought we were gonna see overtime, but Jackson being clutch and Nuke securing the game here with that 5th goal. Now we see the kickoff. It doesn't really matter here. The Pumpsy might have one. Doesn't matter though. Omega Nebula will tie up the series. A beautiful game from them. Jackson especially 100% in shooting and gets a hat trick.
Yeah, Jackson, I think I didn't have enough time to talk about him this game, but I thought I was going to say if there's someone that needs to step up for Nebula, it's Jackson. He is a really strong player. He's one of those underrated players where you don't really know how good he is until you actually get to play against him, and he is very scary on offense. When he is playing lights out, him and Pumpsy can work that offense to success. It's one of the reasons why this team did so well later on in the season is they allowed Jackson to have a little bit more space to kind of rotate around Jackson here. And for Nebula, they tie the series up here. Game 3 on the horizon. Winner of this will take match points. Goodness, this is an intense series peak. It's only going to get better every game being so close.
It is only going to get better indeed. Now we have game 3 It's basically turned into a best of 3 now. We will see a guaranteed game 4 as well. Jackson with a great save to start off. We'll hit this down. Nebula will make it clear. Might have a second touch. Pumpsy intercepts immediately. And are we going to see more aggression from NSG? I think we could see it from them for the amount of pressure they put on. Just right there, could have been an opportunity.
One of the issues I see...
They're trying to take control of that midfield a little bit too much, she said.
Everybody got there.
Grouped up right there. Not really what you want to see, but Bawa with a shot. Great save from Nuke. Nebula just putting on more and more pressure. The aggression coming out immediately from NSG. Now Nuke gets beat there. Timing should be able to put this one in. I spoke way too soon. Bawa will finish it for him and they'll take the lead.
Yeah, just a great start here. Timing finds that backboard, and he doesn't put it on for that specific reason. He knows Pumpsy has the net covered, and so he forced it to be just a little outside of Pumpsy's range. Pumpsy's gonna miss it, and it'll be an open net for them. A great 1-0 starts, and then the switch gang trying to look for more. Timing to the back wall. Pumpsy will keep it out. He's still gonna chase this one. Snow hits it high. That one could have been it there for Snow, but he just couldn't put it on target. Nintendo Switch gang going back. Quick offense. Jackson, bump, in front. Snow in the right place at the right time. Gets a touch on that one. Now Nuke for Pumpsy. Pumpsy in to the top of the net. They tie it right back. Omega Nebula with the response.
What a banger. Absolute banger from Pumpsy. 67 miles per hour as that enters the net.
Oh, he's using freedom units. I see.
Oh, you don't... You're a
I'll use
KPH
kilometers
guy?
on this stream, thank you. Bigger number.
My. What am I doing? I'm really missing out, aren't I?
He's missing on the bigger number here.
Yeah.
For all of you non-Americans, that's about 100 kilometers per hour, a little over 100. How could you be? No, I'm joking. He's out here using miles.
You know what? I might change it after the stream just for you, Sporty, and just for everyone else out there, because you know who uses American metric units.
Yeah.
Not me anymore, but we see a goal from Bawa here. Should be talking about him as he gets his second goal off the pass from Timing. Great touch from him. A little bit of a, I don't know if I'd consider that a pre-flip, but he does beat the last defender of Omega Nebula to that ball. Now Jackson might have a response. What a fake. Anyone there to follow up. Nuke just not there in time. Wasn't expecting to make for Jackson to make that brilliant of a play. As brilliant of a player as he is. Now Bawa, air dribble and the dunk. Hat trick for Bawa. A beautiful air dribble here. Reads the 50 from Nuke.
Yeah. That is just, I mean, this is like a battle of the captains speak. You got Jackson on one side, Bawa on the other, and neither of them are letting go. I love this. The captains proving why they lead their teams. But while Bawa on that one didn't get any assist, you have to mention Timing as being the player who really, I think, made the huge difference. We saw Bawa last game show up. Timing this game, he's been a lot more comfortable just to push up field and really give Nintendo Switch gang a little bit more help on offense. Last game, it felt like they had issues with that second man not being pushed in the right position. And more importantly, I always find a little issues in the Nintendo Switch game with the separation between that second and third player. I think he's doing a lot better at kind of realizing that and allowing his challenges to be ones where that cannot get exploited as heavily by Nebula. Timing keeps up that kind of assist-making idea and again, is smart enough to know that little bit of space that they do sometimes give in the backfield. And Nintendo Switch gang could very well retaliate in this series, but still time left. Pumpsy doesn't have the boost. Fakes it. Nuke. Shot off of Timing. Snow. And get past Jackson on that one. Snow. Flip reset. Trying to get over Nuke, but that one will drop to the ground, and Nebula struggling just to get upfield. Pumpsy. Awa won't get it. Pumpsy wants a second. Jackson, his touch is too weak. And Omega Nebula won't get that one. And Snow. Oh, that one almost going in. Peak. Nintendo Switch gang here. Definitely transitioning, but we're starting to see Nebula here pushing up higher and higher as time is winding down.
Yeah, we are seeing a lot more aggression from NSG. It has been paying off, but Jackson with a shot. Hey, did Pumpsy just barely touch that? He got credit for it?
Yeah, I think he did.
He did. He may have just sneezed on the ball.
Oh, he stole that.
He did, but Jackson can never have too many goals. But
Pumpsy just needed to secure that one. All right, he just needed to secure that goal. Here for Omega Nebula.
That's what they all say.
And he almost got that one too. My goodness, Pumpsy, aggressive. Bawa now. He's got a 1-1 trying to secure this game. Jackson stops it on the line. He doesn't just do it on offense. He does it on defense too.
And now we see we're gonna need to see more pressure, more offense, more shots. These last 15 seconds from Omega Nebula. But the ball is still in their half. Someone's got to make a play. Pumpsy will hit this out. Demo goes out from Jackson. And last chance for Nuke. He's not able to get it. Bawa will hit it down. NSG on match point. The Nintendo Switch players, believe it or not, are one game away from winning this series. For all you Nintendo Switch doubters out there, you may be silenced in the next 5 or so minutes if NSG do win this. That really means if...
Oh, go ahead.
No, you can go, Sporty.
I was just going to talk about it. I don't know if that's much of a surprise. They are the favorites in this matchup. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking, really. They're the favorites in this one, especially if Bawa keeps doing what he's doing. And if Bawa and timing, specifically timing, I still get for Nintendo Switch gang, if he continues to do what he's doing, they will continue to be successful. Omega Nebula is not to focus on Bawa, it's to focus on timing specifically. Because if they can stop timing from assisting Bawa, that can prove to be the difference maker.
Yeah, and their offense has improved to 13 shots from N as well. Only 6 from Omega Nebula. So Nebula will have to change the way they play and put on a little bit more pressure. Or maybe do what Nintendo Switch gang was doing the second game and waiting for NSG to make their mistakes and then make a counterattack. And punish them for it, but here we go. Game number 4. Will NSG close this one out, or will Omega Nebula bring this to a game 5? We'll see in the next 5 minutes. Pumpsy get a shot and a double commit on the goal line. Snow continue this push. Nuke doesn't want to hit it to Pumpsy, he just wants to control it himself. We see timing. The wall. Trying to get a pass out to Bawa. Those two have been connecting. Snow has just been there for support when they need it. Now maybe a shot from Goat. Back to Snow. I don't think Snow realized in time that he had an opportunity to shoot. Now Pumpsy can't get past the first defender. It will make the clear, and I feel like we're seeing a little bit. Oh my! Thought that was gonna be an goal, but I was gonna say we're seeing a little bit.
I was sitting on the edge of my seat for that one, Peak. I thought for a moment we're gonna have one of the wildest own goals I've seen in a long time there. That one was like a pre-jump dunk and everything. Now here we come again. Nebula, it's wide by Jackson. Oh, that one was so close. He nearly had that as well, Jackson. It's why he was positioned that way, even with his team having not really a lot of people back to support him. He knew he could get that shot, and he knew he could put it in. He just can't get it, and now Nintendo Switch gang midfield, Pumpsy with the clear. And so far, we've seen both Pumpsy and Jackson really put the shots on offense, but the real difference maker from this team, I think, it has to be Nuke. Well, Pumpsy's going to be, I think, the most important player when it comes to pressure. I haven't seen Nuke push up nearly the same as his teammates have. I need to see them get everybody upfield at some point. For Nintendo Switch gang, I mean, on the opposite side, while you have talked about Snow being the most defensive player, and that's, I think, pretty clearly obvious, they're just kind of doing the dirty work, the stuff that you don't really recognize, the stuff that's not on that scoreboard. The 50-50s, the simple plays upfield, the passes. He's not really been shooting all that much, but striking, he has been the ones to try to transition and allow the offense to be as successful as it can be here. Allow the team to kind of work each other around. And, for Nintendo Switch gang, that means that they have a free-person kind of rotation. Whereas for Omega Nebula, it feels like we haven't seen Nuke really push up at all.
Yeah, we haven't. It's been Jackson and Pumpsy, mainly Jackson, firing all of those shots, but Pumpsy, Pumpsy, I'm saying that right. 4 games in, I think I'd be saying his name right. He'll get a shot here. Bounces off the corner. Call it luck, call it skill, but regardless, Omega Nebula do have the first lead in Game 4.
Yeah, that play was intentionally meant to be a pass for Nuke, who was waiting in the midfield, but, I mean, sometimes you have to be good to be lucky, and sometimes, well, it's good to be lucky. And for them, they'll be happy to do that. As Baba off that sidewall, timing. Redirect midfield, but Snow waiting all the way back, and that one sent right to him. He's going to try and transition, but Bawa's gone back, and it will just work as a giveaway here. Back to Omega Nebula. We're searching for Game 5. They have the lead. They can hold on to this one for now, but here comes NSG. Timing. Trying to get it, but Nuke will stop him. Bawa now. Low boost from Bawa. Ceiling. Trying to get it. Jackson will stop him here. Still pushing. Snow. Bawa. What a redirect. Nuke in front awkward. Jackson with the clear. In there. But Pumpsy will hit as a corner. Omega Nebula surviving by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, they were, but it's not over yet. Bawa will hit that one. Top shelf. He's going to tie the game. If you ever need a player on Nintendo Switch gang, you call Bawa. He'll take a shot and he will hit it in. Tie game in game number 4. Omega Nebula are not out of it just yet. They've got to secure one more goal. Possibly Pumpsy hits us over. Now Omega Nebula. Oh my, words are hard, but they were scrambling. Jackson will take control. Pumpsy does get a demo. So we'll demo Jackson. A lot of demos already on the field. 4 demos in, I believe, the last 15 seconds. Haven't really seen many of those, but one demo could be the game changer. Either team really needs to resort to it, but as for now, both teams have been doing just fine, putting on pressure, waiting for a mistake from the opposing team. No timing. We'll hit this out to Bawa. It makes a save. Do you see a lot of saves from Moose? So he is playing that our third man position, playing a little bit back, way back, I should say. He does feel comfortable with it, but that miss, it's gonna give Bawa the lead, and 18 more seconds could do it for them.
And that one, that's a tough read for both those players from Nebula. Bawa has that bounce right up the kind of the connection between that back wall and the ceiling, and it goes straight down. So unpredictable to read that one. Nintendo Switch gang, 18 seconds left before they can move on to the quarterfinals. But Nebula, 18 seconds to keep their season alive. Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna step up for them? Will anybody be able to score with time running out? Snow, Pumpsy, Snow keeping it. Nuke can't keep it up. Nintendo Switch gang win this series. 3 games to 1. They'll move on to the quarterfinals.
And a close series indeed. Every single game was close. 1 goal game, except for the game 3 where Omega Nebula, or wait, not
Nope, that is Nintendo
I
Switch
can't
game.
even remember what game it was, but
I believe it was game 2, and Nebula won by
game
2
two,
goals.
you're right.
Or it was game
My
3,
too
and Switch game won by 3.
too many
Won
games
by 2.
to
There's
keep
so many
track
games.
of.
We didn't pay attention here.
It's only 4 games, but we still can't keep track of it, or at least I can't.
Of course, says we're gonna get these teams in very soon here. We're gonna get an interview here. We're gonna have to quickly give us a minute to get into the Splash Series Discord server. You're in there, right? Yeah,
Yes, I am.
cool. Actually, not no. Actually, I'm gonna invite them here. We'll make it easier on ourselves. How about that? Here we go. We're gonna get them in
Sounds
here
good
for a
to
quick
me.
interview. As my goodness, what a series! As you said though, close. I believe only one of the games was a 2-goal difference. That's still close though. Every game was close. You know, if a few things changed, Peak, we could be seeing a whole different series.
Yeah, I agree. And as we both said before, we did see this being a close series, despite it being 3-1 in favor of the Nintendo Switch gang. Very close series indeed, as they will move on to the second round, which we will see tomorrow, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, it is tomorrow.
On
Second round
Tommy's
is tomorrow
stream.
on the Tommy Bucket stream or my stream. We'll see about that.
Could
But
be either.
you'll see the announcement on Twitter at some point. Don't worry. Again, you know, still though, an incredible round of 16. By the way, this is only the start of the playoffs for these teams. They've got a lot of work to do. You've only just made it one round through. There's still a lot to go here. As I mean, we have our matchup there again. I will let you know who they play if that has been updated. I'll let you know. Okay, I've gotten reports. Apparently, it is Astral Olivet who they're playing. The number 1 seed will be their next one up in the playoff bracket. So that is going to be really difficult. Again, if you want to take a look, here it is. Here's our bracket. Again, it isn't really updated, but I can tell you Olivet will be their matchup. Olivet has already won against the Three Musketeers. So that's going to be a tough one, Pete, because that is the best team in the Riptide Cup so far.
Yeah, so it will be a huge challenge for Nintendo Switch gang, but they've definitely surprised a lot of other teams, so they could give a good challenge to their next opponent in the second round. And here we go. Bob was here.
Welcome in, Baba. How you doing, buddy? A good start to your playoff run.
Yep, pretty good. Feeling pretty good.
Love to hear that again, the confidence going for you. But, you know, this series, a lot of people are saying it's going to be close, and it was close. What was it that you guys kind of did? What did you guys make any changes before the series to kind of try to give you as much of an edge over Nebula as possible?
Well, we did have a sub that, like, sadly, our starter, one of our starters, couldn't be there. But honestly, it was just trying to practice before the game, getting our sub to be ready and have confidence for the game.
Well, especially you had confidence there. A lot of shots going off from you. And what is it, Bawa? Are you just how are you able to make those shots? I mean,
Thank you,
it's just
thank you.
incredible to see from you, but what
Yeah, I have a
is it
lot of
from
hours. I have a lot of hours, and basically before the game, I literally just sat an hour in free play, just grinding, make sure I'm ready.
The free play grind never stops, I guess, here, even on Switch. Again, a big one. And again, the fact that you guys are on Switch and you're still doing this well, you've got a lot of people you have to prove wrong here. I mean, coming into the season, a lot of people had questions on the Nintendo Switch gang. You know, a team full of Switch players, you've always heard the common arguments about the PC console wars, and I'm not gonna talk about that, but I mean, unfortunately, Switch has a bit of a reputation in Rocket League for being a tough console to work with. Again, are you trying to prove people wrong here with your playoff run?
Yeah, well, we were gonna try getting like 7-0, but honestly, it's fine that we didn't because we're just here at the playoffs to prove everybody else wrong, especially next round.
and you will be playing the 1 seed tomorrow next round. What are your thoughts on that? What other preparation are you guys gonna make in order to face off against them and hopefully win that match, move on to the next round?
Honestly, me and my team are not too worried. As long as we have our starters, we'll be fine.
Well, I love the confidence. Not too worried about Astral Olivet. I love to hear the confidence from you, Bawa. Again, just to tell me about, again, this playoff series. You're confident on that one. Before you do leave, though, obviously to celebrate with the rest of your team about that win, you have any shoutouts, any statements you want to make here to the stream tonight?
Not really, but NSG on top. See
There
you
you
in the
go.
finals.
There, I love the confidence from him.
Very, very simple. I like it.
Simple enough. He's predicted himself to take down Astro Olivet next round, but for right now, they've taken out Omega Nebula. Congratulations on your win, Bawa and the Nintendo Switch gang. Good luck in your next round tomorrow.
Thank you. Have a good one.
And Peak, me and you here. What a first round of action. There's still more to go. If we take a look at our schedule, next up we'll have Trample Gamer versus Vertigo, and then we'll end off with Strikers Chaos Untitled Esports. Peak, tell me, buddy, though, this is the end of your time on the stream. You have anything that you want to say? Any last messages, any shoutouts, anything you want to say to the stream here?
Of course, shout out to you. It's always a pleasure casting with you, Sporty. Who else? Shout out to the new team, of course. Preparing for this next season of LOS, but of course, trying to get into casting as well and make a name for myself, and that's kind of been because of you, Sporty, letting me on your stream to co-cast, and we'll see how it goes with me casting.
Yeah, you want to tell people what your stream is?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, you know what? I'll just put it in chat just to make it a little bit easier.
Oh, he's gonna go and paste it in chat. It won't appear up on the stream as I think the dual cast screen doesn't have a chat box on it, but I'll let you know. Again, go support Peak though. I know you've also got a Twitter, PeakItRL, Peak_ItRL as well. Again, a lot of fun things coming out here. I am excited for you, man, to continue your commentary career. We've been doing this. Again, I've known you for a while, and to see you join me in the booth is actually kind of fun. It's really interesting here.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. First I coached you, and now you're getting into casting. It's like,
yeah, I coach you with
I
casting.
don't know how to describe it. Obviously, I'm not a coach anymore. I'm not great at coaching, but now I'm going to be good at casting. So that's all that matters. But the Twitch, I'll say it on stream. Why not? It's Peak ITRLL. I think I said that right. So PEEK ITRLL. Bit of a strange username there, but that's what I go by. I'm also on your next up if you guys would like to book me for casting as well. Also book Sporty too, because he is an amazing caster, great caster to be with.
Yeah, of course. Again, thank you all so much for joining us. I know there's still a lot of action around the clock here for the specials. The stream will go offline for a little bit, but we will be right back in very shortly. And thank you all so much. I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. From Peak, from myself, thank you all so much. Again, catch us later on in the night with more RLSS action. Thank you, Peak, for joining me. It's glad to have you. And again, thank you to Fireband, Scrub, and Sergeant Whiff for the follows during the stream. Thank you all so much. Everybody, take care. I'll see you guys soon.